The capital rotation is finally here, and euphoria is going to hit all these retail investors, and all the people are going to FOMO into these small cap coins, into altcoins, and all of these coins that we've been talking about. We're going to see a full-blown altcoin season. Welcome back to B4Crypto. In this video we're going to look at altcoins, because Bitcoin had this major move towards the upside and is trading at the moment at 119,000 US dollars. We have an all-time high of 123,000, but like I always said, we're going to see this capital rotation, and we're going to see that these altcoins that we've talked about on this channel are going to see a major move towards the upside. And talking about major move, yes, we are seeing the first coins like Uniswap, IMX, Link. They're starting to get a major pump, because on the daily bubbles we can see that Uniswap is up 19.3%, and we're going to look at all of the facts why this altcoin season is overdue and why we could expect a major move towards the upside. So if you're new to this channel, make sure to be subscribed, smash up the like button, and let's get directly into today's content. And we're going to start with the chart of Bitcoin, because yes, we saw this major pump towards the upside, and at the moment on the 4-hour chart we can see that Bitcoin is consolidating within this major range, and we could expect a major move. And why? Let's go over to some breaking news before we're going to go over to the altcoins. Just in, Trump is preparing to open the 9 trillion US retirement market to crypto, gold and private equities. And yes guys, crypto being the best performing asset, or Bitcoin specifically, I do see that all of these pension funds or retirement funds, they're going to enter the crypto market. An executive order is expected this week and would allow 401k plans to include an alternative asset, making a major shift in how America can invest their savings. And this is going to be big, and all this capital is going to flow into Bitcoin, and not only into Bitcoin and all of these altcoins, because if we're going to go over to the altcoin season index, we can see that the altcoin season index was trading all the way down here where we were preparing for a major altcoin season. We saw a sideways move and a major push towards the upside. Yes, at the moment the altcoin season index is at 51%. And this means once we're going to see this major pump, all of these coins are going to see a major explosion. And we're talking about this capital rotation from Bitcoin into smaller cap coins. We're going to find out exactly what we could expect. So let's go over to the draft. The path to alt season. We are entering the next phase. Bitcoin led this major move towards the upside, and Ethereum followed, because we saw this major move for Bitcoin on the weekly chart when Bitcoin moved all the way from 50,000 all the way to 123,000. We saw that Ethereum was lagging, and we saw that Bitcoin outperformed Ethereum, because this is the Ethereum versus Bitcoin chart, and this means that Ethereum was losing track against Bitcoin, but now we're seeing it's turning around exactly within these levels. Yes, Ethereum is outperforming Bitcoin, and this means we are seeing the first phase of this major capital rotation. Phase 1, Bitcoin pumps. We saw this major pump for Bitcoin. We're seeing phase 2, Ethereum outperforms, and this is exactly what we're starting to see. We're going to see that phase 3, large caps go vertical. This is the first indication, like for Uniswap and coins like Stacks, Link, Pith. All of these major narratives, they're going to see a major pump. And we're going to look at, yes, the total crypto market, including Bitcoin and also Ethereum. We saw this major move and we had a new all-time high. This means the crypto market is going to see a major exponential growth. We are seeing a lot of capital is flowing into Bitcoin, not only through the ETFs, but overall in crypto. And yes, if we go over to the total 3 market cap, which is the total market cap excluding Bitcoin and also Ethereum, we can see, yes, the altcoins are lagging behind. We are seeing now only that we're forming this major W. We already saw this breakout from the neckline, and this means once we're going to see that the total 3 market cap is going to break its previous high and also the previous all-time high, we could expect that these coins are going to see an exponential growth, because yes, if we go back over to the draft, we are between phase 2 and 3, where we are seeing that Ethereum is gaining against Bitcoin. Solana, XRP, Sui starting to wake up. Rotation is happening, and yes guys, we were long enough in this major Bitcoin phase through the ETFs and all this positive news that we are getting from the adoption of Bitcoin, nations and also states adopting Bitcoin, billionaires buying major companies, Bitcoin miners, and yes guys, we are seeing phase 2 and we are exactly here. in between phase 2 and 3, where we're going to see that large caps are going to outperform Bitcoin. And yes, this is what we have been waiting for. Yes, Bitcoin has an upside of another 100%, all the way to my bullish price target. If we're going to reach the $250,000 level, this is going to be a 100% move. But all the small investors and also the retail investors that thought they're going to miss out on the crypto market, they're going to diversify their investments into coins like Solana, which are still under the previous high and also under the previous all-time high. So this means, guys, we're going to see these major moves of 1000%, and all these major coins that we've been looking at, like Ondo, they're starting to coil up and forming this major W formation. But yes, even if you bought the top on Uniswap exactly here and you were in a major loss for a long period of time, if you bought exactly here, and yes guys, you've been down 74%, but now these coins are starting to wake up, and would you have the opportunity to buy all the way down here? No, because you would have thought the crypto market is going to dump and no altcoin season is going to be within this cycle. But guys, everybody was wrong. This is a major accumulation phase. It doesn't matter where you're going to buy, the tops, the bottom. It is very important that you're not going to sell exactly here at the most fearful moment, even if you bought up here, because these moves towards the upside, and even for Uniswap that went up 19.49% just in one day, is going to see a major move. Yes guys, my price target for the end of the bull market is going to be the $100. So all the way from the current price, we're going to see a move of 795% just if we're going to reach the $93 level. And remember, the previous all-time high was all the way in these levels. So ultimately guys, even if you bought the top and you were down 70%, just hold on, because like I always said, it is not about timing the market, it's about time in the market. And this phase towards the upside with all this bullish news is going to get a major push through all these altcoins that we have been talking about, like Stacks, Uniswap and IMX. They're up double digits. And if we go over to the weekly chart, yes, you would have been up 55%, 21%, 18%, even if you were down 70%. And it's just a matter of time on the monthly or even the yearly chart if you're going to see a major push. And yes guys, I've talked about Sui a year ago and we are up 377%, but all of these coins, AR, Injective, Stacks, Mana, Near, Nakamoto Games, you call it, they're going to see a major move, because if we're going to enter phase 4, we're going to see a major push, because yes guys, the Bitcoin dominance is falling and the capital rotation is finally here, and euphoria is going to hit all these retail investors, and all the people are going to FOMO into these small cap coins, into altcoins, and all of these coins that we've been talking about. We're going to see a full-blown altcoin season for the next 6 months, and this is going to make some major profits, because ultimately guys, everything is going to pump. Even the small coins and even the coins that are down 80%, they're going to be in profit and they're going to make an easy 5x. This means 500%. So it's just a matter of time in the market and not to time the market, because ultimately guys, history repeats and we're going to see this capital flow into all these small altcoins. We're going to see an exponential growth, because remember guys, the market is here to catch the most amount of people off guard. And if you want to stay one step ahead, make sure to be my free Telegram group, smash up the like button and be subscribed. And if you want to buy crypto on the spot market or trade it on the futures market, BloFin is the place to be. Go down in the video description below where you'll find all the links, even to REDOTPAY, where you can spend your crypto like fiat. And make sure to be for crypto, smash up the like button, and we see each other in the next video.